Morning, everybody. It's 8:40, and I have a bunch of numbers for you on this Wednesday morning, um, 30th of August. Video number 1891. Okay, so we had a bunch of numbers this morning. We had mortgage apps, which were up 2.3%. Versus down 4.7 last month. We had the ADP, new jobs, 177,000. That was versus a 200,000 estimate and versus last month's big surprise at up 324. So 177 versus 324. On the job changing versus job staying. The people who stayed got a 5.9% raise. The people who moved got a 9.5. 5.9 versus 9.5. So that's calmed down a little, but it does show you the stickiness of wages. Uh, GDP second quarter, second look. First look was 2.4. This one was down to 2.1. So 2.1 versus 2.4. Core was 3.7. That is pretty much in line with what was expected. Um, Trade balance expectation 87.8 came in at minus 91.2. That is always a minus. So 91.2 trade deficit versus estimate of 8.7. Retail inventories up 3/10 versus an expectation of 6/10. Okay, chart on the screen is the 10-year, which seems to be what everybody is looking at. It started down slightly and has come back to the upside. It's pretty basically unchanged. And, we're in this area of 111, which should be pretty tough. That's once, twice, three times, and now we're coming up again. However, the 5-day is headed through the 20-day, which is a change in trend. So, you know, I'm going to say that we're probably going to break this 111, possibly even break the 50-day MA. But I think 112 is going to be a very tough area. Came down, tried to consolidate, fell back, came back up, fell back to a lower low, came back up. This is 112. This is 111 and three quarters. So 101, 110, 110 to 111 should be some fairly formidable resistance there, some supply. Okay, oil, which was up yesterday, up again 40 cents. This is a combination of the huge 15 million barrel draw that I told you about last night, and the hurricane, which is making landfall in on the west side of Florida. The question is, does it continue to move or just kind of die out here? If it moves anywhere to the west, we're talking about real problems for energy. Gold, which gave back about $10 of yesterday's move, is now up $7 and on the high of the day. Same situation with silver. Broke 25, now back to 25.19 and a half, so call it 2020. The copper is minusculely lower, and I'm still looking to initiate, even though I did buy some Rio Tinto for the total return portfolio. Cotton up 50, coffee up 135, sugar up 35, so all higher. As far as what the Dow has done this morning at 7:30, it was down 3. Excuse me, Nasdaq down 6, S&P down 2. At 8:14, right before the 8:15 number, the ADP number, we were up 15, down 7, down 1. So really not much going on. And after at 8:29, which was right before the last set of numbers, the GDP, trade, retail, inventories, core PCE. We were up 33. Currently, the Dow is up 33. It did rally to up about 50. The NASDAQ, which was, excuse me, down 7 to up 2 to up 35, and that number is looking pretty much unchanged from there. Last is up. I take that back. It's down $1.70. So really nothing there. Really not much of any reaction to these numbers. Okay, let's see. We have stock that I pulled off the tape here. Digital Brands, DBGI. It looked like it was about 15 and up about 6, but in point of fact, that is a 1 for 25 reverse. So don't waste your time trying to figure out what's going on there. That's what's going on there. Uh, Umbrella, which yesterday had beat top and bottom, but lower guidance, traded down to about 64 this morning. It is 60 and a half, down 15.38. So that one just continues to get worse. Box, as I mentioned last night, beat, revenues in line, but consensus below, revenue below, guides for fiscal year 24 below, and that one is 2766. That's down 314. It was around 2820 in last night's market. Okay, HPE, Hewlett Packard, down 30 cents, right in line with last night. However, HPQ, 27.85. That's down about 260 or 8.4. They missed on revenue and only guided in line. Texas Instruments was downgraded. It's 167.14, down 355 or 2%. PVH, which everybody was talking down yesterday, it did report. It beat by 22 cents. Inline guides for revenues. Guides Q3 below consensus, but full fiscal year 24 above consensus, reaffirms that guidance and increased planned repurchases to 400 million. Excuse me. So that one's 83.30, actually up 248 or 3%. Patterson reports in line. The stock is 31.40. That's Patterson Companies. 31.40 down $1.93 or 5.8, and Sunrun upgraded to buy from neutral at Citigroup. Not doing anything overwhelming, but it is 15.80 up 64 cents. Okay, last look at the futures. We are up 19 in the Dow. We are down single digits in the Nasdaq. Excuse me, and the S&P is actually unchanged, but with a fair value of minus 112. So that's looking like an up $1. So really nothing going on. All right, folks, I'll be back later. Have a good day. Keep those position sizes appropriate to your risk profile. It'll be much easier to handle any adversity in your account.